back to Manny's Fitness Fortress. Boy, we got a good one for you today. Thanks for joining me. Hope everybody's safe, staying home and going out just for groceries and essential tasks. Today, we're going to talk about the rivalry between Shawn Ray and Dexter Jackson. Now, as most people know, they've been going back and forth in the media. Dexter Jackson says for years. Shawn just recently, stirred up some controversy by saying Dexter Jackson would never place in the top 6 in the 90s among the 90s crop of bodybuilders, the Dorian Yates, the Paul Dilletts, Shawn Ray, Flex Wheelers, Kevin Leronis. So Dexter took offense to this. At first, he cleaned up his statement on an entertainment outlet that he was interviewed on. Shawn Ray and Dexter Jackson were entertained by Patrick Bet David, and he's a co-founder or the founder of Valuetainment, an entertainment outlet where he interviews dozens of celebrity types, from Hollywood to athletes, all types of moguls. So basically, Shawn Ray and Dexter Jackson were both interviewed by Patrick Bet David, and Shawn Ray said some things in his interview that kind of stirred up a can of worms. He said Dexter would never place in the top 6 among the 90s bodybuilders. He would barely make the top 10. And he rescinded his statement, but then he started putting up posts, to throw shade at Dexter. So these two have been going back and forth. So Dexter's response was, I would smoke Shawn, when he went on the Valuetainment outlet and had his interview. So today, I just want to, throw these two together, mix and match, and see who would actually beat in this matchup, who would actually win, who has a better structure, who has the better flowing symmetry, who would actually win. This is all, opinionated, guys, it's all objective. But, post down in the comments who you think, who's your favorite. There's Dexter fans, there's Shawn Ray fans. But when they both went on Valuetainment, pretty much Patrick actually told the other what the other said, and I posted some pictures so that you guys could see, and we both could make some comparisons. First up, we got Dexter Jackson, doing a front double bicep pose. Now, Dexter had high lats, really crisp lines, deep cuts, small waist, great symmetry, and he was full. All right. Now, one of the arguments Shawn Ray says is Dexter would not be able to place in the top 6 in the 90s in his top shape. Well, Dexter concedes that 2005, 6, and 7 was his prime. So those are the photos that we have up. All right. Here's another picture of Dexter doing a side tricep pose. All right. He has great serratus development, thigh sweep, great symmetry, one of the most symmetrical bodybuilders ever. Great intercostals, although I don't think they're better than Ray's. Ray's look like piano keys. All right. So now we're going to put up some photos of Shawn Ray. Okay. Now check this front lat spread out. All right. Now whether Shawn Ray does a front double bicep or a front lat spread, which he's doing here, his lats flow down all the way to his waist. There's like no high raised insertion, and that actually makes better symmetry. It actually gives you more points. It looks better symmetrically. So that was his strength. He had a natural vacuum. That's genetics. Part of that's genetics. Part of his training. So that was really sick. His side chest pose, you can see, it's phenomenal. He did it high like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do. Small waist, full shoulders, muscle bellies. The thing is, Shawn Ray is about the same height as Dexter. And Dexter was bigger, especially going through the years when he added more weight. And that's Dexter's argument, that we're about the same the same height, but I got bigger. And a bigger guy will always be the smaller guy. All right? So that's Dexter in those poses, and Shawn Ray in those poses. Now, we have a comparison, we have them side by side, So you guys be the judge. Now, where we have a front double bicep, These are compulsory poses, which are like mandatory poses in bodybuilding that you have to do right before the judges go through their string of points before the end of the show, Now, like I said again, you can see it here. Ray he has amazing symmetry. Full lat spread, sweeping lats. They flow down into his waist, Whereas Dexter's is a little higher, The insertion's higher. It's a different structure. They both look good, but I think Shawn has the better double bicep. So now, if you pay attention to Dexter and Shawn's front double bicep, look at the front lat spread, which I'm going to put up next. All right. Look how much different Shawn Ray's lats make his midsection look. They actually fill out in between his arms, so he had a better, that lat structure is actually filling his midsection, filling out his torso better than Dexter, even though Dexter's a heavier bodybuilder. So that's the thing, it's all about genetics, it's all about shape. So I think in the front lat spread, I think Shawn takes it. All right. Now, we got a rear double bicep. And this, this pose is a no-brainer. Dexter is clearly smoking Shawn. He's thicker, more dense, better separation from head to toe. And this is like Dexter's, I think, ultimate physique. I think his back here, his rear development looks better then, which is, I think, in the 2007, 2008 area than it does now. So in this comparison, Dexter's clearly smoking Shawn. Game over, lights out. Those are three, poses that I could kind of get them together with to match them up as close as I could. The scaling might be off a tad bit, but you can still, see the difference and see the similarities and see who's stronger or weaker in certain poses. So this all came about, guys, because Dexter, he saw this photo that Shawn put up that was like a diagram that said, no calf implants, I didn't need a trainer, I wasn't a fluke, I didn't win the Olympia and couldn't win it again. These are all things that Shawn Ray said, about Dexter Jackson. And Dexter Jackson took, he took that very hard because Dexter Jackson's the most winningest bodybuilder ever. So he's like, how are you going to say things about me? You haven't even won the Mr. Olympia. So Dexter said this has been going on for years. He took it. He didn't respond. This is the last year competing, and he said, when you keep coming at me, I got to come get you. So that's what Dexter's doing. He's defending his honor. He's putting out, statements and facts, but he's throwing a little bit of shade in there because Shawn Ray does have a tendency to talk a lot of trash about bodybuilders, namely ones who he was defeated by throughout history. On the other hand, he is very methodical and scientific when it comes to judging and critiquing bodybuilders. And when he, criticizes their shortcomings or their weak points, a lot of them, they take that to heart. They don't take it well. It's not digested well, and that's why he's not really liked in the industry that much today. But that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to throw up a comparison and see what you guys thought about two legends. Shawn Ray, I guess he stays relevant by these podcasts and videos he throws up. And that's Dexter's argument that he's trying to stay relevant. He's a has-been. He's retired. He needs to let shit go, but he won't do it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little critique. Tell me who's your favorite bodybuilder, even if it's not Ray or Dexter. Dorian Yates, who do you like? Classic physique, open bodybuilding. Also, hit down on the like button and hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you'd like to hear about next, guys. Be safe. Have a great day. Stay informed. Stay hydrated. Don't cheat on your diet and train hard in-house. See you next time on Manny's Fitness Fortress.